Yeah, everything is good, friends.
Yes, Ravi.
Yeah, first we need to check what is that this token and what is that this username, right? Equality. So how we can check it now? Both content are same or not? How we can check it now, friends? Hmm? So we will take this one, this one here, and what is that dot equals method. We will take what is that equals method, right? Equals method. In that, what we will do it now? In that, what we will do it now? We will pass this username. We will pass this username. Means what? Token username and current username both are same or not, right? If yes,
Yes.
then we need to check our token also expired. If not, right? Our token is expired or not. That condition also we will check it here, right? That condition also we will check it here. So what we will do it now? Double and means both conditions should be satisfied. Then
Should be satisfied. Yes.
yeah, then we
Should be
can
true.
proceed. Then we can proceed, right? So for that purpose, I'm writing the. So means what is that? Token plus current username is matches or not. If and after then token is expired or not. If not, right? If not, then what is that? Not. And what was the method we wrote? See, is token expired? Is token expired? So here we will call that method because this one is returning true and false only. Na, come on,
Yes, Ravi. Yes.
copy this one, and here what we will pass, and this token we will pass here. This token we will pass here, right? So we wrote these things, and let's take in the separated things. If this condition is satisfied, if this condition is satisfied, then proceed to what? Status code and what? Token in the response, user response, right? For that purpose I wrote this method, and for that purpose only, validating purpose, I wrote these methods, right? Come on,
Yes,
people
Ravi.
people are becoming silent. Huh?
No, Ravi, listening. Yeah.
What happened?
Sorry.
Listening. Yes, listening.
You guys want what break? See, today our session will be long, friends. Okay, I said because I will complete what? I'll complete to JWT today itself only. Come on, if you want break,
Okay,
I
Ravi, no
won't.
issue.
Shall I continue?
You can continue, Ravi. No issue.
Continue,
Okay.
Ravi. Continue.
Okay. So JWT, right? So now we completed what? Now we completed this area also. We completed, friends, right? This area also we completed, right? Come on.
Yes, Ravi. Yes.
Hmm? This area also we completed, right? So now fine, friends. So next what we will do it now? Let's work in what is that? Web security area, right? Let's work on web security area. In that, what we will do it now? We will implement what? We will implement because we need what is that? Encryption of the password, right? Encryption and a decryption of password, right? Come on. Hmm?
Yes, Ravi. Yes.
We need what is
Yes,
that?
Ravi.
Encryption and a decryption of password, right? Yeah, so fine now,
Yes.
because we need to implement what is that security configurer. We need what is that web security configurer adapter also in application now, because without implementing web security configurer adapter, we can't implement these things, right? Come on, we can't implement these things na. So first what we need to do, we need to work on what is that web security configurer adapter area, right? Salvi?
Yes, Ravi. Yes.
Yeah. So now let's work on it, this one also, right? So what I'm going to do now, right click, new class. Now here let's take what is that? Here let's take what is that? Config. Config, and here let's take what? Let's take what? Security config. Security config, right? Okay, fine. Now here what we will do it now, at the rate configuration, at the rate configuration, and another one is what? Enable web security, right? Enable web security. Two annotations we need, right? After then what we will do it now, here we will extend what is that? Web security configurer adapter, right? Now in that, how many methods are there? Two methods, alt shift s plus v, right? Which one we need? What is that? First, what is that? First we need what is that? Configuration authentication manager builder, and another one we need what? Configure, right? Configure plus what is http security, right? Come on.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
Ravi.
Yes.
okay, fine now friends, fine now, fine. So okay, good. So next what we will do it now, next what we will do it now. This thing, these two things is completed, right? Okay, so this one is come done, means this class creation is done. This class creation is done, right? This class next one, where in which area, let's, because I want to make this one is more easy, that's why I'm thinking friends. Okay, just a minute, because web security configurer, if we are implementing, because we need this. Okay, so we created this class, then we created this class. Okay, this creation is done. Yeah, so fine now friends. Okay, so here what is that? First, what is that? Let's because in the future, not now, right? In the future we need what is that? User service class as a auto one. No, that time we will do it, right? That time we will do it. Okay, that time we will do it. Okay, so okay, now let's stop this class now itself only, right? Now it's all self only. It's a development we will do uh, uh, after some time only, right? After some time the development we will do it, right? Because this class is need, that's why I created here, right? Come on. So
Okay,
now
Ravi.
next what? Next let's work on this area. Next what? Let's work on this area. Let's create what is that? User request class, right?
Yes,
Shall
Ravi.
we?
Okay, Ravi.
Shall we?
Yes. Yes, yes.
Yeah, now come here, right? Come in the application. Now where the model, right? This one is the right click, new, create one what? Create one model class. Let's take that one is a user response, na? User response, right? User response, and finish it. Finish it, right? Finish it. Okay, so after then what we will do it now, how we can make this one as a what? Like a model class. This is the not entity class, just what is that? This is the model class only I wrote, right? So let's generate what is that? Data, means what is the setter getter method, right? At the rate no argument constructor, right? No argument constructor, no arg constructor I want to generate, right? After then what is that? At the rate all arg constructor I want, all argument constructor. Okay, fine. After then what? Control shift O. Why this one is giving the problem? Duplicate method user okay, no issue, variable are not there now, that's why. Okay, so private private, what we will take it now, what we decided now here, what we decided friends, username and password na, come on.
Yes, Ravi. Yes.
Yes.
Username and password, right? So let's take what is that private string username.
Username.
Another one is what, private string what, string,
Password.
hey sorry, something wrong. We are generating the response object, right? Response object, right? What we are doing now here, for the response purpose only, right? Response purpose, it's actually 2 hour completed now, my brain is little bit hanging, no issues. Okay, so here what is that, here what, after converting these things in the token, right? What we will do it now, we will convert in what is that, these things only we will convert in the user response object, right? This user response we will return to end user, right? Right, so in this what we need to do, what is that, here we will not take what is that, let's take what is that, string status, and here what we will take, token token, right? Token. Okay, after taking this one, what we will do it now, friends, we will write one controller, right? We will write one controller, what is the controller name we will take, user controller.
User
Let
controller.
hmm?
Yes, Ravi. User controller.
User controller, right? User controller, which one we wrote already yesterday, right? In that right, this JSON data, right? This JSON data, this whatever the JSON data will come, this the JSON data, 1 minute, in the development something wrong is going on, friends. 1 minute, I want because this is the user response I take, why I'm taking the status code. Our constructor, if the data is coming, we need to convert, but here after converting that, this data is coming back to JSON format, right? Returning back as
Because if the token, if the user authenticate, you need to status and the token. That's why you are using.
yeah, correct. See boss, here we need to return, right? After checking that, what we need to return, a response only, right? We need to response because we are working on what, we are working on the we are going to work on response entity, right? Come on, and this JSON data, our response entity will take what is that, this argument, and response entity only converting, that's correct only, that's good analysis. Okay, we are going correct, friends. Okay, we are going correct. Status code and a token, and what we will do it now, we will convert first, what we will convert in the controller, this model class in the status code and the JSON. Our controller is responsibility to convert in the JSON and XML format. People are remember that when I was explaining REST controller, sorry, Spring Boot REST, at the time I explained, right? If not, don't worry, the clarity will come at the development time, the clarity will come, right? Clarity will come. So now fine, friends. Okay, now fine. Okay, so here what is that, come inside that controller class, right? User REST controller is there na. User REST controller is there. Yesterday for the registration purpose we wrote already, right? We wrote already what, one method, we already wrote na. Come on. So
Yes.
let's before developing that, let's do some small implementation in our application, friends, right? Because see, come in the service IMPL. Before doing that, open the service IMPL, right? So here what is that, whenever we are saving the data, right? Whenever we are saving the data, simply password also is storing in the database what? Password also is storing in the database as what? Hmm? Come on. Password also is storing in the database in the like
Encoded format.
without encoded format with this code, right? But what we need to do? What we need to do? We need to convert this what is that? This password in the in a unreadable format, right? Come on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So if we want to make the this data in unreadable format, so what we need to do? Private,
Decrypt password encoder.
yeah, private
Password encoder.
bcrypt password encoder
Encoder.
right? So here what we need to do? Here we need to make
Auto-wire.
this one as a auto wire, right? But Spring Boot will not create the object. If we are making the auto wire, then what we need to do? We need to create one bean class, configuration class. In that we need to write one bean, right? Come on. Now come
Yes,
here,
yes,
right click, new class, and here what is that? Application configuration. Application configuration, right? Now finish it. So what we will do it now? Here we will make this one as a what? Configuration. Configuration. Now fine friends. Okay, so here what we will do it now? Public
Decrypt password encoder.
bcrypt
BCRY.
bcrypt pwd encoder return new bcrypt password encoder. That's it, right? And what we need to apply on the top of this method? Bean
Annotation.
bean annotation. Now come in the service IMPL, right? Come in the service IMPL. So here now we made the auto wired, right? So here some changes I'm doing in this method, friends, right? Some changes I'm doing in this method. So what we will do it now? What we need?
User dot get password.
So user dot get password, right? Get password. After getting this password, what we will do it now? We will hold in the string, right? String pwd. Let's hold in the. After then what we will do it now? After then what we will do it now? We will call encode dot
Encode method.
encode, and we will pass this. What is that? pwd. We will pass this one is a pwd. Let's take this one as a encode 1 and make this one also encode 1. And now here return, it will return what? Sorry, this one will return what is that? pwd, right? Encoded password. Come on. Now after then what we will do it now? We will set, right? We will set in the user dot set password, and what we will do it now? We will pass this. That's it, na? Come on.
Perfect. Yes, Albert.
Yeah, so this modification is done, right? This modification also done. So after doing this modification, yeah, so because in this one, what is that? Username, user details also done, and this one also this one also done, right? So now again come in the what? Come inside that what? Security. Now still break that one, right? Now again come in this area, right? Again come in this area. In which area now? Web security configurer. Web security configurer adapter, right? I'm going in the web security configurer adapter. I came inside this, right? I came inside this. So here what we need to do? Here first we need what? Here in this class, what we need to do? We need what? We need
Service.
sorry, yeah, user detail service, right? because in this method, right, let's complete this method also, right? Let's complete this method. So here what we will do it now, friends, people are remembered. Now
User
authenticate
Dot
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 authenticate dot
authent-
user detail service, right? user user detail
No,
service. User detail service, right? And this one is asking what is that? User's details, right? User details. So here what we will do it now, here we will take what is that? Private.
inject user,
hmm?
user details.
Yeah, private
Inject the
user details service,
service.
user
Equal.
details service, right? And we will make this one as a what is
Auto
that? At the rate
auto.
auto wire. This concept already we done in the last time, right? The same
Yes.
things only, things only I'm doing here. So here what we did, here we passed, right, this user detail service, right? Come on.
Yes. Sir.
Yes.
Now dot what we will do it now, after then what we need to do, we need to encode that, right? We need to encode that password. So here what we will do it now, password encoder we will take as a what is that? Password encoder. It's need what is that? Encoded, whatever password will be there, that one in the encoded format. So what we will do it now, private bcrypt
Password encoder.
bcrypt password encoder, right? And we will make this one as a what is that? Auto wire.
What is that?
We will make this one as a what? Auto wire. Now this area done, friends. Okay, this area done now, right? Come on. These things is known things, I think people are remembered, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Hey, I don't know, the people are
Mhm.
not
Yes.
giving the response already. We
Yes, yes.
we done in
This
the
one is
Completed it.
we
in
completed.
the test yesterday.
My voice is very low.
Yeah, now it
No,
is
No,
fine.
no, it's clearing well.
no, it's fine.
Okay, already we done these things, right?
Yes.
Yes, in
Hmm?
test application yesterday.
Yes.
Test test class.
Yeah, no, not a test class. Whenever
No.
we are implementing like browser,
Web authentication. Yeah, browser level web authentication.
yeah, at that
That
time,
time.
yeah, at that time only we implemented these things. So now, friends, fine. So next what we will do it now, let's write our controller class now. Okay, let's write our controller class. So now let's analyze these things here. What is that? In the controller class, what we are sending now? JSON data now, friends, come on.
yes, sir.
So
Yes.
this JSON data we need to read in the controller or not? Come on.
Yes, sir.
Please involve in the session, friends, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Now
Okay.
what I'm doing now, I'm opening user, what is that? User rest controller, friends, right? So already for the registration purpose, we wrote already one method. Nah? So next method,
Yes.
let's write what is that? Second method, right? Second method, what is that? First, what is that? Validate login, valid login user, right? Validate login user. So if we want to validate login user, right? Login user, what we need, friends, what we need?
Create a method for public instance.
Come on, here in this controller, what is that?
Username.
We want, what is that? We want two inputs, friends, right? In the
Yes,
controller,
username,
what is
password.
that? First we need, what is that? JWT
Username and password.
in the controller,
Username and
right?
password.
In the
Yeah.
control, JWT we want,
Yes.
and what?
Username and password.
And username and a password we want, right? Username
Yeah.
and a password we want in the user controller, right? In the user controller. So what we need to do, friends? Then here we want to make what is that? Auto wired with what is that? JWT. And next we want, what is that? Authentication manager. We saw that, na? Authentication manager, we saw that, right? Come on.
Yes, sir.
Authentication manager we saw, right?
Right.
People are not remembered. Come on.
I think
Authentication manager. Just I explained, right? 1 minute. I want to. Okay, don't worry. Again, I'll give the different analysis about you people, right? Because it's looking like, because see, authentication manager I explained or not. Come on.
Yes, Ravi.
Authentication
Ravi.
manager,
yes,
right? Then only in
Yes.
our controller, right? Like the it can validate, right, that username and password na.
Yes,
Come
sir.
on.
Yeah.
Yes, so fine friends. Okay, so now let's work on another area. So but what we need to do now, but if we want to activate this authentication manager, right? If we want to activate authentication manager, first we need to do some more modification in our what security class. Some more modification we want to do in in our security, web security configuration, right? Web security configuration. So okay, stop this one here itself only, because it will create confusion inside you people, right? First let's work on what is that, the controller area only, right? First let's work on the controller area
Yeah,
only.
controller area only.
Later I will tell, otherwise confusion will create, because this application is going to big application right? I think. Okay, so no, still don't worry. Today I think people are ready for till 10 o'clock session,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
still so many concepts, so many. Hey, so
Can,
they don't bother about that, right? If time is there, we will meet it today itself only. Otherwise, next weekend we will extend. But
Yeah, sure, Ravi, no problem.
we will
No
complete the
problem,
session.
no problem, no.
We will complete the session, right? So because you know the, like I given the time I said, right? So like but it's my responsibility to respect that things also. But I want to complete JWT in this weekend only, friends. Okay, and still I think that still it will take 3 hour, minimum 3 hour to complete JWT today.
Yes, Ravi, no
Yeah,
problem.
so I'm respecting that also, as well as, but our session also need to complete Sudhir, right? So now, okay, so web security configurer adapter is there, authentication manager, right? Authentication manager. Okay, so first what, let's work on the controller area only, right? Let's work on the controller area only. Okay, good. So validating the user, then how we can validate? For validating the user, we want, what is that, we want, what is that, JSON data na. First JSON data as an input na. Come on, this JSON data, right friends?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now what we will do it now, let's write what is that, one method, right? One method, rest method. What is that? Public. What is that? Response entity, right? And what is the output will be now? What is the output will be now, friends? Come on.
JSON data. JSON.
JSON data,
JSON
right?
data.
But
Data.
this JSON data is what? User response, right?
Yes, sir.
Come on. And what we decided, what we specify the user request, that is the class only, right? We will return this class, and this class only will, what is that? This class only will return, what is that? This JSON data na. Come on.
Yes, yes.
Means what? Means what? If we are taking that, just leave this one, right? Just leave this one. What I'm writing now, analyze that method, right? So login check, right? Login check. Okay, login check. So it's need, what is that? And after then what? First what we are sending now? JSON data na. Come on.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Ravi.
First we are sending, what is that? JSON data, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes, Ravi.
JSON data, right? JSON data. So for JSON data, what we will do it now, friends? For JSON data, what we will do it now? Come here, come in the model class, right? For the JSON data, what we will do it now? This one is the request data. User request, right? This is the user request. This is a user request, right? Inside that, what is that? Inside that, what is that? Username and password will be there. And one more object we are specifying here, right? What is that? User response. User response. It's having what is that? Status. Status. Status and what is that? Token. It's having what is that? Status and a token, right? Come on. It's having what? Status and a token. Clear? So we need to specify this one also, right? So what we will do it now, come inside that model class, right? Right click, new, take one class. So here what we will do it now, here what we will do it now, we will take what is that? User response, right? User user request. User request. User request. Finish it. User request, right? After then what we will do it now, here in the user request, we will take private
Username, password.
username string, right? Username as a string, another one is what? Private string
Password.
password.
At
User
the rate of
request.
data.
Yeah. So here what we will take, here we will take at the rate
Data.
data, right? Okay, that's enough. At the rate data. At the rate data. Now come here, right? So input will be there in the JSON format, right? Then this JSON will we want it will come in the object format. Our container will convert in the object. Then how we can read, how we can convert these things in the object format as an input? What is that? At the rate, what it will be now, friends? People are remember that? At the rate request
Response body.
response body, right?
Body. Response.
At the rate
Response
body. At the rate response body. And what it will be now? What it will be now? User
Username.
response, right? User request. Request. User
Response.
request. Why response? Request na?
Yes.
Request.
Yes, correct.
Okay, no issue. Why this annotation is giving the problem? Okay, return null. Gone. No, not gone. Okay, so
Response body is near to request body, because we are getting the request. After that, I think
response only, because request only, right? What it will be? How we are reading that?
yes, request body, because we are getting the username
Or
and password.
request body, right? It's my mistake. Actually, the little bit brain is not working, friends. Okay. Okay, no issue. Okay, so request body, right? Request body here. What we will do it now? We will read the user request, right? We will read what? User request. We will read what? User request. After reading that user request, right? Let's take user request. User request, right? After reading that user request, what we need to do? What we need to do? So we will perform the operation, right? We will perform the operation. What operation we will perform it now, friends? What operation we will perform? Means we need to write the check logic, right? We need to write check logic. We need to write what? Check logic. But how we can write the check logic? Because without what? Yeah, this controller only connecting with authentication, right? This authentication. But before that, what we need to do? We need to activate it, right? We need to activate it. So how we can activate it now? How we can activate it now? Shall I activate first? Because it's creating little bit confusion, right? First activate. Shall I complete the controller logic? Let's complete controller logic itself only. First, let's complete controller logic. Then I will activate it now. So now, before that, right? What we need to do? What we need to do here? Here. We want, right? We need, what is that? We need it. It will. It will cross. It will cross check. It will cross check as user data, right? User data with what? With db. User data with db. Using what? User details service. Using user details service, right? How it will, how this operation we can perform? How this operation we can perform? First, what we will do it now? We will make the auto wired, right? Auto wired with what? Authentication manager, right? We will make the auto wired with what? Authentication manager. What is that? Private, because this method, right? What is that? Username, password, authentication token is what there, and authenticate method is there inside what? Inside that what? Authentication manager itself only, right? Control Shift T, authentication manager, right? Authentication manager, inside only this method is there now, and this method only will validate these things or not. Come on, friends, come on.
Yes, sir.
Authenticate method only will validate this username and password, na?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we will make this authentication manager as a what? Auto wired in our what? Controller class. In controller class as what? Let's take manager. Let's take manager, and we will make this one as a what? Auto wire. Auto wire. Next, what we will do it now? Next, what we will do it now? Now, next, we will perform the authentication operation. How we can perform it, friends? We will call that, what is that? Manager dot what? Authenticate, right? Authenticate. Come on. We will call,
Yes,
what
sir.
is that? Manager dot authenticate, na? Authenticate. After then, what we will do it now? After then, what we will do it now? We want, then here, what is that? What is the implementation class of authentication? What is the authentication class implementation now, friends? Sorry, not here, right? Authentication manager implementation. Hey, sorry, this one, right? Authentication. What is the what is the implementation of this authentication manager? Authentication user password authentication
Password.
token, right?
Token.
So it's asking what? It's asking two argument. What is the argument? Username and password, right?
Yes.
Yeah,